much. Since Xiao is on the Tidehunter, we would think it's going to be Jungle Doom for sure.
Yeah.
So, but
well, we'll see both teams ready to go. We'll introduce our two lineups here. Over on the Radiant side, it will be the CDEC squad, separating from their former LGD organization. We'll have Maybe on the Morphling. We'll have their carry player Zhao Hong on the Brewmaster. We'll have on the Sand King, it'll be Garda, and then back on the Ancient Apparition, Q. And finally, in the offlane, Nature's Prophet being played by 333, the fantastic Tide from last game. And then, Dire side, we've got Team Newbee, your TI4 champions, Rabbit playing the Weaver, Zhao Wei on the Tidehunter, Banana going to be on what looks to be a Jungle Doom, Sansheng on the Skywrath Mage, and finally, Mu playing the Ember Spirit. Smoke gank, well, not even a gank, just a smoke in the enemy jungle here. And this is going to be a full 5-on-5 almost, it looks like.
Well, no Prophet though.
Koreans coming in, and they're on the low ground, and they realize it's a smoke. Garda sees them come out of the smoke and realize that probably means there's 5 heroes coming our way. And a lot of these heroes have boots here. Gush is going to be leveled up. This is going to be a full 5-on-5 clash. Chilling Cut comes in.
Oh god!
Trapped. He's going to be the first captain.
I think this is
first blood.
I think it's terrible for Newbee.
See, they're going to lose
Chilling
one.
Touch.
The ancient apparition. This fight's not over just yet.
Yeah.
Sanking further down is going to just scurry himself away. The Arcane Bolt's doing a lot of damage in the midst of things here as well. It's actually turned out okay for Newbee, even though they give it the first blood. Nice trigger, a Fire Strike. He wants Moo. He's not going to get into Searing Chains. He still gets the right clicks. He's still able to attack, and 2-for-2 trade.
Yeah.
Alright.
Really bit of a wash, but CDEC managed to get the first blood, and it's a bit unfortunate that Mu died. Like, on the other hand, Brewmaster got first blood, and he hasn't died yet. Maybe managed to get 2 assists, so I think CDEC did come out ahead in this exchange.
Yeah. I think they come out slightly ahead as well there, but ever so slightly. The net worth is, well, doesn't actually give me a number, but it's in the Newbee favor. That's a number. Either way, I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh
god, this Sand King is gonna be pissed. Look at it. 2 illusions blocking those camps, and then he has 2 other wards blocking. He only has 1 camp to work with at this point. So
he's got sentries. These sentries, he needs to be on the money with them. Yeah. He's going to sentry the magic bush probably, thinking that hey, the pull camp's blocked, the big camp's blocked. It could well be this magic bush.
Oh god, just out of range. This is so unfortunate. The sentry is out of range. And
now
the second one?
Check the magic bush. Oh
nope.
No! Oh no!
He misses both.
Say you think so.
Okay, that's bad. This is actually huge because they have 2 supports. Both of them would either leash XP or they can't pull.
As well.
Yeah, this is a pain in the ass.
And the problem is Sanking can't jungle the big camps until he's level 3. He needs the second point in Sandstorm, so he can just leech XP. Maybe they decide, okay, this isn't going to be too good, let's go for a smoke kick mid or something, but this really hurts CDEC.
Yeah, do they have a smoke? No, they don't actually. I mean, he's got the gold to buy it, I suppose, but...
Yeah.
I mean, they can't really kill the Titan bot, he's got boots first.
You just sit here leeching XP, I guess.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do, really. That's really unfortunate. Meanwhile, like, Banana's having a fun time in the jungle. He's managed to find 2 really good creeps, and he's probably just gonna eat the next one.
He's already level 3, and off to a great start.
He's totally fine. I mean...
He's level 3, meanwhile Radiant support's level 1. Guardian gonna start stacking, and this is just a medium camp, though. He says, please no mud golems, please no mud golems, and...
Oh, that's great. Satyrs are awesome. And he's gonna control bot rune. Is he gonna be in time? Yeah, he's got boots first as well, so...
Prophet TP's in for this one. They're going for a kill. This will help the Sand King catch up. At least maybe get him a level 2. Going for some body blocks, not gonna latch on as Yao Wei with boots first. Gonna be close.
Oh, Vortex? Yeah. It's just Chilling Touch is so powerful. So in the end, wonderful TP there from 333. He's not really... He picked up level 3 from that kill as well, so...
Sand King could maybe try jungle with the level 1 Sandstorm on the medium camp with the Satyrs, but... it's less than ideal.
Yeah, good play from 333 is also he's jungling a bit to take out the really annoying mud golem camp, so...
yeah.
That's gonna help him a bit.
Looks like he's gonna stack this big camp as well, maybe, for the Sand King. He's got 1 tree in over there, just to help out, so... all the little things kind of matter.
It's important that they managed to get this in this 1 kill, just boosting both those supports up to level 2, so a bit more killing potential. Xiao Wei, what was he doing? I thought he was trying to stack the Ancients, but he didn't actually manage to pull it off, so...
bit of a misplay perhaps there, so... At this point, your Sand King's close enough to level 3, he can just leech XP. Ancient Apparition should probably just leave the 2 heroes bottom to leech XP, and, well, he can either help out mid or just, well, maybe even go stack some more camps as well. As, it's not going to be some time before he can stack again, but there's not much value in him leeching XP bottom as well when the Sand King desperately wants that level 3.
Pretty much. Like, he's just waiting at this point. He's just leeching XP on the other 3, and then he can do the one medium camp, probably hoping that Q is going to try stack it one more time, and then hoping it's not going to be mud golems.
Not an easy stack with the Satyrs as well as this medium camp, a bit pesky sometimes, but top lane, Banana's actually going for a bit of a rotation. He's level 3. This is just kind of to zone out the Prophet. I think they want a fast tier 1 tower off of this as Banana shows up, has a Devourer available, which he may just want to use here, gets himself some money in.
No, he doesn't tanking 2 tower hits rather unnecessarily, but I mean, he just wants to ensure that they get the tower with the catapult wave.
Yeah, this is a nice little move here. Maybe still able to defend this. Treant's up in 2 seconds, and he could use these to draw the aggro off the tower, and the creep wave coming in as well. This tower may just... I don't know if they can get it from this creep wave. The siege creep is still alive, and they did try to burst down this tower. Rabbit takes a few pot shots from the tower, and those pot shots actually hurt quite a good chunk.
Yeah, so they fail in that regard. Garda, he just farms the creep camp. Ancient Apparition, in fact, failed the pull, so that was a bit unfortunate, but still.
I mean, I feel like getting the triple stack on this medium camp is actually really tricky. Especially with a mix of Satyrs and Ogres, because the Ogres are really slow, and the Satyrs, you've got some range, some melee, so it's actually, I'd say, quite a difficult triple stack to get. This one you should triple stack here.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Gets that one, but...
Oh, that's awesome. Troll camps are wicked. Those are really good.
Yeah.
But Q rotated top lane. He rotated top lane thinking that they might try to go for a dive, but Newbee actually back off, pull back the lane with a pull from Sunshang, so they should be a-okay.
Bad start with the pull camps for CDEC, but I feel like they've definitely made up for it. Like, they've almost got a Blink Dagger on their Brewmaster with the help of the First Blood money. Sand King's well on his way to his Blink Dagger as well in the jungle. He's already got 1200 gold. And maybe at mid is on 29 CS to Moo's 22, so most lane's going pretty well for CDEC.
Yeah, I think they're comfortable with it. 3-3-3 is doing a pretty good job on the Prophets. Going for the early Null Talisman, I don't know, I mean, it's kind of common to go for Blade Run against Skywrath, but I don't know if he's going to follow through with it fully.
Yeah, we'll see what the plan's going to be here. Banana's still just lurking around. He's actually just kind of waiting out for the 6-minute rune, although Moo here as well, and...
Yeah. They want to give it to Moo. Yeah, he was just walking up the high ground to see if Prophet was scouting it.
Though. He's been caught out going for this room with 3 heroes here. Prophet on TP to make it 4. Fire Strike on cooldown, he tangled his way through. That actually going to survive this one, gets back to the safety of his tower.
Maybe actually you would have had mana with stick charges. You would have had mana for wave from. I'm surprised he doesn't use it.
You can see the ward planted behind the tier 1 tower for Newbee. It looks like they maybe want to get aggressive off of this one. Maybe still invis here mid.
He's probably gonna pop out now. There's a creep wave to farm, so... Hitting Moo a few times. Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, taking advantage of the fact that Prophet once again rotated away, so Rabbit in fact pushes down the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, it seems somewhat I mean, it could have been stalled a bit longer if Rabbit stayed up there, but it was kind of inevitable that it would go down eventually. Maybe the next siege creep wave. But whenever Newbee wanted to commit to it, they could have got that tower, so...
I'm a bit surprised they're not making it go. They have Blink Clap split, and Titan is only level 4.
Yeah. It's like a guaranteed at least 1 kill, and then you can try transition to a tower. You may as well... I don't even know if you need to use the split. Just a Blink Clap and follow it over the Fire Strike. Yeah, it's a clap. The split going to come in as well. Just waiting for the backup, and Sand King Fire Strike. That'll secure the kill.
No.
Easy, straightforward stuff, and the Prophet TPing in to go for the push. I like this move from CDEC.
Yeah, they're also preserving the catapult wave, so always really helpful.
Yeah. Just that extra bit of damage here. Doom going to devour one of the treants that was trying to maybe draw aggro of the next creep wave, but that's not coming for some time. Luckily for Doom, no mana for a clap now on this Brewmaster, so got some protection here, and then TP coming from the Tide back bottom, so this may be enough to protect the tier 1 tower, and it looks like it will be.
Yeah, they popped the Fortify as well, so I don't think they can get it. It was an attempted rotation, but nothing too special.
Yeah, the Prophet TP ends up being not that useful. Like, I think it's worth using the split there, but maybe Prophet should just, I guess, stay elsewhere farming, but it doesn't hurt him too much.
A bit unusual. He's going for a really late bottle on the Brewmaster in minute 8. He just picked up the bottle from his courier. So normally you either go for arcane boots,
yeah. I feel like.
I think those could have helped out. Judging by the fact that Sanking is also going for straight blink, so I think one set of arcane boots definitely wouldn't be wrong. Maybe he wants to transition more into a late game and therefore is banking on the fact he's going to get treads into Vlad's AC later.
Even a BK, I feel like he's going to have to make a stop off for a BKB against the Tide Skywrath maybe as well. But does have the Doom to worry about.
Smoking from Newbee. They're going to find Q for sure.
Yep. Well, if it's just Q who goes down, it's not too bad here. Xiaohong does have the blink out, and he'll use that to go further south, and does disjoint the concussive shot.
They don't actually know where he is, and no, he's walking back out. Okay. I think he should have just stayed inside. I don't think he would have.
I mean, he could have TP'd out as well if he wanted to. He needs to get away for a blink, and no, won't be allowed to do so.
Yeah. This is, I think, a bit of a misplay there from the Brewmaster, but then in the end, still hard. Maybe if Newbee were really looking hard enough, they could have found him in the end anyway. But
no, they did ping him, so it looked like, I mean, they at least had an idea where he was. They didn't fully scout it out, but he happened to walk just into their waiting arms.
Yeah. Doom also hitting level 6, so Banana's been rotating quite a lot on his jungle Doom. He's really not statically farming. He's going for early Tranquil Boots, Bracer, really not going for the Midas as it seems. And now even a Magic Wand, so...
Sitting around this mid lane, maybe looking to catch up, maybe. To get the Doom off before the Morph string. He's very low on HP with all this Morph agility already, so...
There is a Blink Sanking behind him though, so...
Yeah, that's problematic. Just level 2 Burrow Strike, ooh. Going for the full max Sandstorm. Normally you see like maybe a 3-3-1 build, but...
Yeah, 4 levels of Sandstorm is rather unusual, because most of the time you don't need it to farm. But, hey,
you get the 4th point by like level 8, level 9, but... it's not needed to accelerate.
Random info move, he's really diving hard onto Q, but...
He may get punished for this one. There's a blink clap in a second here, and... No, not going to chase it up.
Yeah, they don't know where the rest of Newbee's heroes are, and they're right, and they're actually in the vicinity, so there's... Banana still itching to use his first Doom of the game.
Gada itching to use his Blink Dagger, although I think he got scattered out there as well. He kind of poked his nose out in the jungle when Banana was around, so I think Newbee may know very well his Sanking as a blink.
He just nearly walked into the Brewmaster, but he blinks out.
Well, double blink, everyone's big penalty, they want to go on this Doom. Burrow Strike to follow, Banana may not even get on this Doom if he's not careful. He's going to be fought further, doesn't start this off. Ravage comes too late to save his life. Decent Ravage, but Tide goes down anyway, so there's no real follow-up damage to anything more than an Ancient Apparition.
Moo is in. Yeah. He's got mana for
TP now, but I don't think he's going to get off. The right click damage is too much.
Yeah, stop killing yourself.
4,
yep, there you go. That was really eager play there. Just, I mean, it's daytime. You walk into full vision into the tower trying to get a Doom off, and then the epicenter really caught them off guard. Doom instantly died without getting anything off. Ravage was a bit late. They kind of tried to go for the Brewmaster with the silence from the Skywrath, but that didn't work. They didn't have the burst to bring him down, and he wasn't even forced to use a split.
Morphling gets the tower last hit, so maybe 2-0 and 2 gets some tower money going his way. He's top of the net worth chart now.
Yeah. It's not a bad Linken's game, in fact. It's good against Skywrath Ancient Seal, it's good against Doom, so you might go for the standard Linken Sphere on Morphling.
Yeah, I think it's a decent idea. There's a few spells to cancel it, but that's always going to be the case whenever this happens. Yeah, it's going for the double Bracer build. Ooh.
Yeah, Bracer Gaming.
Yeah, it's not bad by any means, but...
Yeah, it's an indication that you're not having a good game.
Yeah, it means he probably has to like not go for the Arcane Boots and just go straight for the Blink now, because if you go for the Arcane Boots, your Blink's just going to come way too late.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At the moment, Rabbit is actually the only hero on Newbee's side who's having a good game at this point.
Yeah, after the Ember Spirit's had a few kind of iffy rotations towards this bottom lane, he's died twice this game total, and he's not had the most fun.
No, Rabbit is kind of trying to split push, but he doesn't really do too much damage to the towers at this point.
It's such a slow process. TP will come down here. Doom's ready with his ultimate.
Oh god, the trees? Are they going to spot him?
Not yet. Hasn't. Normally you'd send one maybe to go scout. Oh, you gotta check it. Banana's coming in.
Is he going to use the Doom? No, he's just too far away.
Kuchi, but even with that, yeah, I agree. I think he's too far away. Split push is real though. Moose split pushing top as well.
Yeah, but Ember also not a great tower sieger at this point.
Yeah.
They might they run into Banana.
Again, he can be brought down without casting a Doom. The Primal Split is there and Banana's got no way out. This is really crippling for Newbee. They keep trying to fight around this Doom and they're not allowed to use it. Inked Apparition also will go flying through. Flips Xiao Wei with the Shadow.
Oh, Rabbit dies.
Wow. He buys back immediately. He time back in as well. He's going to get one kill on the Inked Apparition. Look for maybe as well, but maybe may just get the best of this one. Rabbit going to wander back up. Small String TP's out. Maybe going to survive.
Yeah, but Rabbit being expanded along with the Mystic Flares in order to kill the Brewmaster, but it still cost him a buyback, so...
Yeah, the teamfight recap says pretty even, slightly CDEC favored. The tower deny, well, it's still a tower going down, which is a pretty important tower at that in the mid-tier 1.
Yeah, but that buyback from Rabbit is really annoying, setting back his Linken's Sphere by quite a large margin, and Brewmaster dying after Split was used is not too bad, and in the end maybe he's still dying. He's currently on a dominating streak and leading the net worth chart.
His farm is less important than the Morphlings and even the Nature's Prophet out there. Like, Prophet's going for an Orchid, so this is going to be at least somewhat of a semi-carry.
They're going to go for a move on the mid lane, but he has a Remnant ready, so...
Gets a rune as well out of it.
Nice little bottom run.
Slightly off the mark, it looked like.
Yeah, it was a bit late, I think. It basically had to land at the same time as the Bow Strike, otherwise just Ember goes out.
Well, this thing's sad. CDEC still in a decent position. Morphling suddenly well on top of the net worth chart after that fight.
Yeah,
picks up an ultimate orb, and this indicates possible Linken's Sphere, but normally you go the Perseverance first, although the stats aren't bad here, so...
The fact that he was going mid, and so he picked up a bottle, so he really doesn't need the regen from the Perseverance, I suppose.
Probably still Linken's, although it could be like a Skadi Rush or something, but I think the Linken's, like you said, your best item of choice here.
Yeah. Sometimes Linken's first is not a good item choice, but... Smoke actually being popped there, they know that he should be there.
This time around,
he gets the Doom.
First Doom of the game, and it does absolutely nothing.
Exactly. It doesn't even disable passive, so it's kind of a spite Doom. So he was just didn't really manage to get Doom off on anybody really. So.
And now it's on cooldown, so you're going to defend this top tier 1 tower when Doom respawns? Well, guess what? You haven't got that ultimate.
It's really awkward. I mean, Banana was also the guy drafting, so I think he might be regretting his choice a little bit here. It's not working out at all.
I think the pick was okay-ish, but it's, I mean, a lot of it's just been his play and he's been way too aggressive. He's trying to make up for the fact that Hal's not here being aggressive. He's like, okay, I got to do this myself, but he's trying to force these dudes way too much with some of his positioning.
Yeah.
Oh, Sancheng. This is not where you want to be. One Blink Pirate Strike coming up. Actually on cooldown for 7 seconds, the Blink. Guard already using it to get downriver.
Maybe also missed his waveforms, so it doesn't really matter in the end. Prophet is going for the early Orchid, which is a really common pickup against Ember Spirit, so also amazing against Weaver if you can get it off before he has Linken's.
You should get it maybe a little before the Linken's or about the same time, so we'll see how that pans out as Weaver Rabbit is still farming pretty well. He's down at the bottom lane once more and has about 2k gold for his ultimate orb. Yeah.
They really need Weaver to get fat. If they get Weaver and Ember Spirit fat, it would be good. But the Doom is really so far behind at this point. I mean, how often do you see a Doom who is basically bottom 3 in terms of net worth?
That's a rare sight.
That's pretty terrible, actually. I mean, he's died 4 times, only participated in 1 kill, which I believe was in the very early level 1 fight, so...
It would have been.
So it's kind of, he's not having a good game overall, but maybe, I mean, it's still a Doombringer. He can still catch up rather nicely with Devour Max.
That's the thing, you can be like 0 and 10 with very little involvement, and then mid to late game still have a huge impact just with 1 good Blink Doom onto someone like a Brewmaster. So.
Pretty much.
We'll see CDEC.
Oh god, Xiao might die.
They're going to find Tide, and Tide, 1800 gold, he was close to his Blink. He's still 1500, but nice little pick up there nonetheless.
Yeah, getting a kill is also kind of nice. I mean, he's really core. He's the guy who's in charge of all the wards and sentries and whatnot, so really doesn't have anything. Sometimes we see a few more greedy Ancient Apparitions being played, but the fact that you have a Sand King on your team, which is farm priority goes to the Sand King, and Ancient Apparitions relegated to more of a 6th role, basically. It's not even a 5 at this point.
Yeah. These 2 supports on the CDEC side have been involved in so many of these kills. 11 of the 12 kills have had the Sand King, and even Q on the Ancient Apparition. 2, 4, and 7. He's died a fair few times, but He's been very active this game.
I think it's really hard. I mean, most of the time as AA, you just die. If people find you and they're currently on top of you, you just die. There's no escape mechanism. You're really squishy. So AA is one. As long as he gets everything off in the fight, his job's done.
Morphling just 100 gold away from that Lincoln Sphere now, as he has the rest of the pieces over at the secret shop, waiting for the Void Stone. So
yeah. TP probably one more waveform. No, never mind. He's not even going to use that, and he's got it. TP's mid lane. And I really don't. They need to expend quite a lot to kill him.
Yeah.
They need to break Lincolns and then Doom. Break Lincolns and then Doom. Basically, that's the only way I see them kill them. So. But it'll be hard pressed.
So much protection with like a good Sanking Fire Strike on the multiple heroes, a Brewmaster split. They've got a lot of stuff to help defend the Morphling and create space for him in the team fight. Yeah, and
Ember Spirit soon, he's not going to be able to run freely in the fight. Prophet is really close to the Orchid, so Moo's got to be quite careful. It's one of those games where it's Ember Spirit,
they were going for it mid lane.
Top lane, Sunshine using his...
Some aggressive warding.
Yep.
If there's like a Radiant ward like on somewhere around these Ancients that spots him going there, he's just straight up dead, and all those wards probably get taken out. So luckily for him, he doesn't get spotted going into that Radiant territory.
In fact, the Radiant don't have that much vision. They have one incredibly aggressive ward there, but they don't see too much.
Yeah, this ward is okay. I feel like it'd almost be better off maybe scouting out these Ancients, although I think they had that earlier, but it got de-warded.
Yeah.
I think it goes over on like this cliff around here, but we'll see. Treant's being used to scout things out instead.
No, Blink Dagger Doom, it's pretty much necessary for him to get into the fight, otherwise he's never going to be able to get to what the Morphling is waddling in, so they need the Blink on the Doom. I think is definitely the correct choice. And Tide Hunter...
at the same time, yeah.
That's good. Might be a good timing window to try to go for a kill.
And they got something like a smoke here maybe to pop out with.
Deuce?
Yep.
They do have
there we go.
Also Rabbit's Lincoln Sphere, so they've pretty much got their 20-minute core items, maybe just missing Moo's Battle Fury. But even so, I think they're well equipped to take a fight of some kind here.
Yeah,
they still have to be very careful. There's so much potential.
Oh, okay, that just happened.
Was that a replicate or was that just
No, just a normal illusion rule. Like, their smoke didn't even get popped and they used everything on it.
And now Banana's gonna get caught out.
Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? It's not gonna work. Moo, does he have a random
now? Low on mana. He's got just enough mana maybe for one fire random. He's looking to go downhill. Will do so. One last right click, 8 HP.
That was way too close for comfort.
He waited a long time to use it. Oh, 333 was looking for the TP kill, but he went around the side towards the secret shop, so not going to find him.
A bit unfortunate, but then again, once again, they just used the Doom on an illusion. Smoke didn't even get popped. I'm really surprised they did that. So huge misplay there by Banana. Once again, completely wasted Doom, and that means CDEC, they feel comfortable going for a tier 2 tower push in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think they're probably right in thinking so. They've still got the Epicenter and the Primal Split, so big ultimates are ready to go. Rabbit now going to scout things out on the high ground here. Sentry Ward, actually a Dire Sentry Ward being used. They break the link and CDEC decide they want to back off. And a Rabbit! It's a whiff! They catch Q, but that's just an H operational. Now they can go back in and maybe try and take this fight. Banana
split, yeah. They're gonna fight.
Gets caught again. The Primal Split there, they're going to boulder toss on the Banana. Fire Strike to hold things up. Still no Epis. Actually, Epison's already been used. The Urn Shard is now maybe trying to be used somewhat offensively. There's not too many Newbie heroes actually hitting the deck here. They're actually coming out on top of this fight. Maybe forced to try and keep me up with some more strength. Just barely.
Oh, wow. That was really close. Moo kind of salvaged the fight. With his Sleight of Fist, he cancelled the blink from the Sand King, so he couldn't blink in after Epicenter.
No, so I was about to say, I clicked the Sand King at one point, and Epicenter was on cooldown, but I didn't see any Epicenter that fight. Yeah,
Moo cancelled it with a Sleight of Fist into Searing Chain, so that was pretty huge actually, even though they completely whiffed the Ravage.
Yeah. They killed the Egg Apparition, even though it was a 4v5, that fight looked like it was going to go CDEC's way with the Primal Split, but they needed that Epicenter as well.
And unfortunately they still can't get any collateral out of it. They can't get the tier 1 mid.
Yeah, they're sitting around here. They have got Doom back up, but yeah, Doom in TP mid as well.
I mean, how useful has he really been this game, let's be honest.
This Doom's been awful. Let's
face it.
You have some good games, but this is not one of them.
Yeah, I mean, before that, basically, he respawned, TP'd back in, and died within 2 seconds, so... Yeah, a bit awkward. It's not a good game from him. But once again, he is a Doom. Then is he gonna die again? No, he's not.
Let's hope not.
That would just be sad. I think at this point, Garda is just, as soon as he sees me, just blink Burrow Strikes him the whole time. And it's like, oh, guys, free kill.
With just an Ice Blast, like, on top of the Burrow Strike in the Sandstorm, like, Doom is in Struggle Town.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe he's gonna go for the shotgun.
He has no response, because Sand King just immediately Sandstorm, so it's not like you can Doom the Sand King after he stuns you or anything like that. You haven't got the instant detection available.
I mean, you could pick up like a War Stomp or something along those lines, but he's keeping the Ogre Creeper, so...
Nope. Smoke from Newbee.
Who are they gonna find?
20.
They might find the Panda, but he's... This is so... Like, this creep camp is so annoying, though. It's... I think they saw the Skywrath. Yep, they do.
And well, once again, the AA.
Yeah, taking it for the team, what can I say? Top lane, Rabbit trying to go for a kill, and it's incredibly close, in fact.
Oh wow.
He just manages to TP out.
Yeah. Oh, time lapse. He's fine here. They haven't really got the lockdown or ability to kill him. Probably the TP and maybe could. He's looking to go for this one. He's going to walk in. Sprout will block him off. Would have loved to get the surround there. Rabbit now. Clap.
TP?
Yeah, that'll
They
work.
don't have... They had Adaptive.
Oh, that's to say. Yeah.
They had Adaptive.
I think Lincoln's might have been back up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was back up that second, but it was back up when I checked after the TP.
Yeah, might have been, but still, I would have at least attempted it.
I mean, I think even if you cancel the TP, he still lives because he can Shikuchi away, but who... It would have been... I mean, yeah, like you say, may as well attempt it. It doesn't cost Morphling anything.
Yeah. It's 100 mana, so... never mind. It doesn't really matter too much, but it's just, yeah, I mean, it's a very common thing. Like, supports tanking smoke gangs so their carries can live. It's not a bad thing, in fact.
Yeah. It's the Pile Die effect. We'll see get the silence on Moo and not get out of this one. Nicely played.
Yeah, he's essentially he was doing the only thing that could have saved him, but it's just not going to work. And top lane, yeah, it's not a good game. That's a primal split, but I mean,
that's worth it. You're gonna get T2 tower as well out of this one. Meanwhile, Garda walk into the Weaver, but he can Sandstorm, dodge the concussive shot, blinks away, has a Burrow Strike as well if he needs to use it to escape as maybe
space created
towards mid lane.
Yeah, maybe Rep gets back. He's got enough gold for the Eagle Song, so you can pick up the shotgun.
Wow, he's really fun. Like 25-minute shotgun plus Lincolns. This is some strong farm coming out of Maybe.
It's pretty good. Yeah, he's just most of the time he's been participating in quite a lot of those kills. He's 6-0 and 2, so he's got quite a big streak. Picks up a DD rune, it's gonna help. And who's top lane now? It's Rabbit, so he probably shouldn't die, but...
Oh, Prophet, that's not a place you want to TP to. Jowit's going to work on his Refresher Orb already with a Perseverance picked up. No mech this game.
Doesn't he see him? What? Well, okay, that's a nice little spot there. I gotta remember that one.
Where was
Xiaohong was just right there. Can you see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was he was hiding. The Brumas was hiding inside, and then the Tide just walked past him and couldn't see him.
Okay. Very sneaky. Xiaowei back to farming these jungle newts and.
He's top lane. He has to be careful if they manage to. He's breaking links with Adaptive, so if Rabbit is staying on the lane, he's gonna die.
I imagine Weaver knows that he's breaking it for the proper TP Orchid, but he's.
Oh, you might get the Burrow Strike off.
Yeah, Burrow Strike, shotgun, wait for me, gets the kill before the time lapse. Elsewhere, bottom lane, they kill the Ancient Apparition, but again, it's the Pile Die effect. You feed away some kills, you get something more important elsewhere on the map. It's not like Newbee are even getting a tower or a Roshan off of it. These AA kills mean absolutely nothing.
I really think Rabbit wasn't expecting that amount of burst coming out. I mean, he still had 15 one-shotters and he didn't even use them, so it's probably just happened. It just happened too quickly, I think.
He could have wandered before the time lapse, maybe, but yeah, like you say, just wasn't expecting it, wasn't ready.
Yeah, just massive amounts of damage, and maybe wasn't even fully morphed on agility, so. It's gotta be careful if your carry Weavers dying that easily. To Burrow Strike and an Adaptive combo, that's not a good sign.
Yeah. He's picked up a Mithril Hammer on the Weaver, but at the same time, like some games you see that BKB after the Lincoln speed, you do kind of lack the DPS then, but if you need it to survive, you kind of need it to survive.
Yeah, at the moment they really don't have an answer. They kind of need Doom on the Morphling in order to deal with him, but Banana, if he's not busy dying, then...
He's busy dooming heroes that don't die. That's the only other thing he's really done.
Pretty much, just spite dooms, so... Yeah, is that I mean, A is picking up the gen, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna give it to somebody else since he's the one dying the whole time.
I think it goes to the Brewmaster here. I guess Brewmaster would have to drop something, his TP or his wand, his bottle, but he's got a BKB now, yeah. I think Brewmaster your best bet. Maybe Sanking takes it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really close to his BKB on his own.
Sanking's really farmed in like 1500 HP. That is pretty beastly Sanking.
Gotta start treating him like a core on the moment. He's participated in 15 out of the 17 kills, so great kill participation over from Ghana. I just believe, I mean, of course Newbee supports are the most experienced duo, but during this series, CDEC supports are really just outshining them at this point.
Yeah, like even this Ancient Apparition who's 2 and 7 had done fantastic. All the Ice Blasts have been on point when they've been needed. A few hero there like half a second late, but...
Oh, Moo might die on the bot lane, he has to be really careful.
They're pinging actually in the tree, right where the Sanking was.
Yeah, I think the main reason they pinged was because Prophet was TPing there, so might have given away Sanking's positioning.
Well, we'll see them just maybe get to work on this T2 tower. They leave the Sanking replicate here, maybe trying to bait out some spells.
Yeah.
That's a sneaky little play here.
Well, Doom isn't there to doom him, so whatever. That was one of those guys I would expect. Oh, look, there's a Sanking. I'm gonna doom him.
I feel like the fact that they're going.
Oh, they're going.
This is gonna be so obvious. He's not burrow striking. He's not using anything like.
They're even using a drum charge. They realize it.
Oh yeah. When he doesn't burrow strike, Moo's like, okay, I'm on to you now. Doesn't even use the Searing Chains because that would just be a bit embarrassing.
Yeah, pretty much. Is that gonna be his BKB on Rabbit? Indeed. They're desperately lacking damage at this point.
No. They're playing for the, like, when you go this build, you're playing for that late game win, because he needs another item now.
Okay.
Too much.
There used to be a Skywrath there.
Oh dear. That shotgun.
I think he died before Adaptive hit. He died to E-Blade waveform before Adaptive hits, so... Yeah, Skywrath, despite the fact he hasn't earned to, I suppose, beef him up a little bit, he still dies to the Morphling. At the moment, they really don't have a solution, yeah.
It looks like they did see the Fire Remnant from the Ember Spirit, but I don't think they care. I think they just go for this regardless.
Yeah,
Ancient Apparition maybe wants a position outside, but it doesn't seem to matter. They see Weaver mid and they know they're safe.
Yeah, and they're in absolutely no position to defend at all. I mean, even Ember Spirit being forced to go for BKB, I think that BKB is rather early. I don't really like it too much. Yeah. Of course, it's necessary at some point against the Prophet, but if you're not dealing any damage as Ember, you can just ignore him, so...
So he's kind of like game-losing BKBs in a way. Like, you get them and you stay alive, but you're not winning the game if you're not dealing damage.
Yeah.
Like, I think Weaver can afford to do it because he can farm that. He can just keep on farming until he has that next item. But for Ember Spirit, yeah, he doesn't. I think he needs to be fighting and actually taking part in these clashes because CDEC is just getting tower after tower right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's Vilas out to tower. It's Newbee are in no position to contest anyway. They tried to split farm a little bit with Rabbit, but the Morphling is getting 2 stacked at this point. He's picked up a full Manta Star onto his way, so it's on the Cory at the point. And with Aegis up on Morphling, how are they going to kill him at all?
They may go high ground. No, Prophet TP's top can get back. I think they may wait just for the Sanking BKB, which is a couple hundred gold away.
Yeah, maybe. Push out the lanes a little bit, get Sanking BKB, and at some point force high ground, so... You were right though, the Brewmaster is running out with the gem, so Newbee's has absolutely zero map vision at this point of the game. They have no walls up.
Oh, looking for a pickup match with the Ice Blast waveform in. Doom has a BKB. Question is, can he even get to use it? Because if he gets Burrow Strike, the shotgun can kill him during that stun duration, so BKB has no guarantee of survivability.
He is so important to us in lineup though. He's the main hero to be able to make Morphling killable basically, so...
If CDEC ever see him, they'll just Burrow Strike and shotgun him before he can even BKB, I feel. And then you probably... it depends a bit on how fast Xiao 8 reacts, because Xiao 8 farmed a refresher about a nothing. 32 minutes in, this is a really good time to get this refresher.
Yeah, they saw the power of refresher tied last game, I suppose, and you're thinking, okay, we need to get tight farm.
Yeah. Refresh is one of those items I've seen a few people mention, like maybe needs a few tweaks because it just seems like a bit too good on some heroes. Like even like something like a BKB effect where the more you use it, it maybe gets a little bit weaker. I don't know what your thoughts are there, but
I think it's still an incredibly expensive item, and most of the time you don't really want it on you. You kind of, as in ultra late game, you want it on the courier basically, or something along those lines. So I think it's fine. Oh, BKB!
The Primal Split's been cast. Dude comes in now. Actually,
Lincolns.
Oh my god, Banana! You're a clown, mate. What are you doing?
You clown, mate. That's a bit harsh. That's a bit. Maybe he's gonna die. Pay for his insolence. There's even episode of being expended, but who the hell cares?
No, it is a bit. You have your bad games, but that was just so unfortunate for him. I guess he thought the teammate had maybe broken the Lincolns there, but...
Yeah, but you see the effect, you hear it. Come on, that's an amateur mistake, really. He even used double ravage, so... He's gonna die. That's game. Sad to say, but Newbee are actually gonna get 2-0 by CDEC here. And I suppose they're kind of lacking their coach at this point. Maybe Cass is probably just the evil mastermind behind the scenes and thinking, I did everything correctly and calculated everything. Everything is going according to plan.
Game 1 was close, though. This game was pretty one-sided.
It really was. I think Newbee they kind of drafted themselves into a corner, going for those greedy pickups. Bagada even going for an incredibly aggressive forward strike there. A bit unnecessary, but this game is close to being answered. We get shotgun, Skyward dies once again. BKB pop by rabbits. Yeah, they're gonna lose him, but... Banana, dude, BKB is not gonna save you, mate.
Maybe could have maybe chased for it, decides against it. Weaver took the gem though, so Ancient Apparition tried, the Brewmaster tried to pass the gem to a teammate before he died, but unsuccessful, and gem has been claimed by the Newbee side, but... A
bit of an unnecessary kill there, but it's really, in the grand scheme of things, the CDEC are way ahead.
Yes, so. This Morphling is way too scary. I guess it was... What, a kill going to the Weaver? When you're behind by this big a margin, Weaver got a good chunk of money out of that. Actually, it was only like a 7k net worth difference, so it wasn't like one of those 15k net worth difference kills, but Weaver still has 3.2k gold, so probably maybe good. MKB here, I guess, is probably a bit better than the Desolator at this stage. And,
yeah, I mean, even if you get Desolator, you probably can't shoot through the whole huge base armor that Morphling has. You got 29 armor, so... And it's gonna get buffed even further with the Vladimir's offering there, so... That's gonna be hard. I mean, the Desolator, maybe he's gonna pick it up eventually, but... They can't deal with the Morphling, he's way too stacked.
You're not killing Morphling with right-click damage at this stage. You're killing him with, like you said earlier, the Doom, the Ancient Seal, and just magic damage in some ways. You need to hit him with a Ravage as well. Shotgun, goodbye.
Sunshine, he's been the prime target of maybe the whole time throughout this game. He's died 5 times, and out of those 5 deaths, 4 of them were because of shotgun, so... There's absolutely nothing you can do. It's not like if Morphling just appears in front of you, you just die, so... He's essentially just food at this point. He's a walking ward. Nothing more he can do. And Moo is not a threat either. As I said, he has BKB on Ember, but it's not doing anything.
He feels like he just needs to go for that second Battle Fury as Daedalus just to spam from the high ground and play defensively. But
yeah, the only thing they can do is just try to stall the game and get Ember fat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Wait out. I mean, they would manage to wait out the Aegis from Morphling, but he's so close to Skadi right now.
Well, bit of a misclick there by 333. He BKBs when I think he meant to Orca there, but he will get the Orca down with the Rabbit. Rabbit will BKB it all. He comes to initiation. This is a good doom. Catches out the Brewmaster before the split. And Brewmaster going to go down. Epicenter shows up. That's going to be enough to bring down the Titan Morphling here as well. Rabbit. Uh-oh. Ice Blast. Oh, he's gone back. He's dodged it. Gets hit by the Shadow Effect, but he's got more than enough HP to survive, so... A one-team fight for Newbee, and it's on the back of a good Doom.
Yeah, it's a good Doom, but I actually think he could have put it on maybe. Maybe he thought he still had the Aegis, so that's why he didn't do it, but... Yeah, this Morphling is
the worry is if you Doom him and he's Morphing strength, you probably don't kill him though, because then the Primal Split just creates enough space for Morphling to still survive.
Yeah. Did dooming the Brewmaster was just the safer play overall. With Morphling, he had to cancel his link-ins, but Morphling, after losing Aegis, picks up a full BKB. I think it's a great purchase at this point of the game. Not going for the early BKB, but suddenly now, where they are starting to have the opportunity to deal with it, he suddenly has a 10-second BKB, so...
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
So he's just got money coming out of nowhere. I mean, well, not so much out of nowhere. Out of this Skywrath Mage has been part of one of the many resources, but...
No, Banana being the other most of the time, so...
Yeah. Well.
Hey, they're yummy, so... Easy food, I suppose, for maybe, overall. It's so hard. The Sand King is also doing a great job overall. Garda playing pretty well with the Sand King, I would imagine. I mean, his net worth is almost catching up to his own Brewmaster, who used to be on the safe lane, so...
Yeah. The supports have just been really on point. Even Ancient Apparition, who won't get many more fantasy points for his performance being 2 and 7, he's had a really good game.
He's doing his job though. As soon as when they expect a newbie might be 5-man smoke, so they just park him in front. Just like, tank the smoke gank for us. So
he's taken at least 2, even 3 smoke ganks, I feel, and then just getting solo ganked multiple times.
Okay.
Shotgun will bring out the tide.
He blinked in for some reason.
Oh, he didn't have Ravage anyways, but.
Yeah, he doesn't have buyback either.
Now.
Okay, BKB and pop by Doom for no reason, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Primal Split Warriors. Maybe he's still got the Doom, but Drax is already dead, it looks like. Nothing really left to do here. Maybe goes in for a Doom on the Morphling. That could be the one opening you find, but no, Primal Split Warriors are left on the high ground, then CDEC just easy retreat for them.
Yeah, it's just a free Rax, essentially. They just walk up, they kill the Titans, they get free Rax. Nothing, he hasn't even used his BKB, so he still has 10 seconds on it. It's so hard at this point to do anything if you're Newbie.
Newbie have one last team fight in them with the Refresher Tide. Problem is, as you said, this late 40-minute, 10-second BKB of Morphling, as long as he's quick on his finger, this is going to entirely counter that Tide Ravage.
Yeah, the Morphling, they can't deal with maybe at this point. He's too stacked. If you have such a huge Morphling, you essentially need an equally fat carry. And even then, Weaver is not somebody who can stand up to a Morphling's right clicks. He loses in a man fight.
And even if he doesn't get his BKB off and you kill him with like a Ravage, Doom, or whatever it may be, he can just buy back and then, hey, your ultimate's on cooldown, suddenly you've probably just lost another lane of Rax.
I suppose you can hope that maybe he's not saving for buyback, goes buys up for full Skadi, somehow manage to Doom him in the double Ravage and then kill him and then push for the win, but...
What was that Ravage?
Yeah...
I didn't see exactly what it was. I heard it, and I was like looking around at a different chase right by him and just heard the Ravage, and that was on nothing. Maybe he didn't click the blink, or maybe he got baited by some illusion. There
are quite a lot of misclicks overall in this game. I think 3-3 has been the main target of it. I mean, he popped the BKB unnecessarily on this Prophet. So
3-3 is becoming 3-2-2 this game, perhaps.
Yeah, pretty much. Although his performance has been overall, it's been quite good. He's doing. I mean, he's having a few misplays, but
no. The Prophet's been definitely one of the key players. I mean, everyone on CDEC played really well both games.
I think it's so calculated overall. I really think it's the influence of Mikasa as a coach. It's before that sometimes you just saw CDEC moving around without any purpose, but
yeah, their mid to late game play was always just not as strong as their early game sometimes.
Just look at it. Rabbit can't do anything to Morphling. Those were 2 right clicks, and he loses 1/6 of his health.
Morphling, he's going to buy the full Skadi, so no buyback. This is, I mean, probably good for buying the Skadi is probably not worth having the buyback, but I think this is just a bit of maybe confidence from maybe more than anything.
It's gonna get an Aegis, probably not for himself, but for a teammate. Maybe put it on the Brewmaster.
Go for this though. It's got Refresher Ravage.
Oh, that's a courier down. There's no Skadi for Morphling.
Maybe he's quite low here as well. I could shot with a Ravage soon. He's going to make it here in time. Jowik not going to go in. And Brewmaster takes the Aegis. Morphling.
I think it's too risky if you don't have any vision to just blindly blink into the Roach Pit. So they need to wait.
It's super risky. I guess it just depends on how bad you consider your position.
TP him from the Prophet. He's really deep in, but he's got his BKB.
Yeah, doesn't have to worry about the Orchid. He actually has the as well. Exorcist throwing out on the Weaver here. Rabbit getting pretty low. One shotgun to bring him down as...
so many BKBs. Everybody's popping BKBs.
Yeah, Rabbit's forced to pop here.
Oh, Banana, please don't die.
can't doom anyone.
No, he can't.
He's struggling to find a target right now. Morphling going to chase him up. One adaptive strike gets him low, but not the kill.
Oh, look at Sansheng. Look.
What's Sansheng? Please. Ember Spirit now with a Daedalus, so this is last hurrah perhaps. Newbie still have Ravage, and in 40 seconds they'll have 2 Ravages, so...
Under attack.
That was a really awkward fight. Like, everyone just throwing BKBs, no real... It just seemed both teams didn't really have a coordinated effort to kill any one hero, because with a Hex hook to one target, even with Newbie having BKB, CDEC could have theoretically found some kills there, but... I think 333 got scared when he suddenly realized he just TP'd into like 2 enemy heroes.
Yeah. I think maybe as well as he wants to play it a bit safe. I mean, Newbie would be eliminated, and they really don't want to throw this game, so they might just wait for courier respawn, give the Skadi back to the Morphling, have buyback, and then in the end finish it.
Morphling 500 short of buyback, so you may as well wait it out.
Courier has 1 more minute. In this 1 minute, he probably found 500 gold anyway, so.
Yeah. They'll still have the Aegis then. It will be a pretty small window with the Aegis there, but they should have Aegis, buyback on Morphling with a Skadi, and yeah, they'll be pretty good to go then, I imagine.
Frankly speaking, the Aegis are the... You were saying?
He's got 4.5k gold. Like, this is... I mean, you're in such a bad spot here. Does he safe buyback, or does he even consider buying like some kind of big damage item?
He needs an MKB, really. I mean, otherwise, how are he's... MKB is good against Morphling, it's good against Brewmaster. I mean, Morphling didn't go for Butterfly, it's true, but still, it's a pretty good item. It's cost effective. Rapier? I don't know, I'm kind of running out of options.
You're down 2 melee Raxes and a full laner Rax at top. Like, this is... I feel Newbie's in... I guess they've got the Ember Spirit who's getting decently farmed, so maybe you're not in as desperate a position to buy Rapier. I feel like if this was like Havos or someone, who'd be like, yeah, I gotta get Rapier, we've lost this game if not.
Yeah, maybe
and just... he'd be somewhat justified in doing that, I think.
Maybe, they could try to find the Brewmaster with a pickup, but he's got... He just blinks into all of them. Is he gonna doom him? I mean, he's got BKB.
I don't think he wants to when he's got an Aegis, that's a wasted doom.
Yeah.
He throws the split out and he's going to wait out this BKB on Banana. That's a 5-second BKB. It looks like he's just going to ignore Banana. Switches targets and looking to help protect his tank. He's BKB'd up himself. There's another Orphic fight coming up. Banana gets shotgun. He's still alive for the time being. The Doom coming out on Maybe, who's actually in a bit of trouble here if there's any follow-up damage. Luckily for him, they actually not flips him down. Banana going to go down and move on the high ground. TP out. Ravage comes through Maybe. He's still being focused here. Very low. The Doom about to wear off. He will be brought down in the end. 3 heroes on the Radiant side. There's Morphling has buyback though. Yeah,
that was still huge. I mean, Rabbit also managed to get the last hit. Look at his gold right now, 6.4k.
Yeah, he got 1,700 gold out of that fight. That was a big fight for him. And Tide, who got 1,500. So Tide's almost got a Shiver's Guard now. And yeah, Rabbit's going to pick up nothing just yet. 6.7k gold still on him, as he drops the Acolyte and will buy maybe a Demon Edge, Eagle Song, Butterfly. Okay.
Eagle Song, okay. Well, judging by the fact that neither of those cores on CDEC side have an MKB, it might not be a bad purchase. So, no, that's really important, and the double Ravage really doing work. Although the Sakurage came out really late in the fight, but as I said previously, they need the Doom on the Morphling. That's the only way they can deal with him, and. Yeah, they managed to get it off this time, so Banana not disappointing.
CDEC did get the mid-range racks during all of that, so it's a small thing, but something that could come into play later on down the road when they're going for mega creeps.
Yeah. Are they gonna try to go for Rabbit?
Oh, he's got no buyback.
He's got time lapse though.
They needed the Prophet. I don't know where the Prophet was, but a TP in with a Hex or an Orchid could have maybe secured that kill. Banana now. Gonna turn this one around, won't be able to...
Oh, Doom in 1 second, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Doom in 1 second. He was just in time, really. Gardo's also in huge trouble, although he can blink out. So they're gonna take the... Okay. That Mystic Flare was a bit off target. But...
That's a spite Mystic Flare. We've seen spells just thrown out because these heroes are pissed off. First the Doom, now the Scarith Mage, perhaps.
I think CDEC are getting a bit nervous here. It's a few misplaced.
Maybe buys his Boots of Travel, no buyback on him. Like, this is some risky play. I agree he wants the Boots of Travel, but he definitely needs a buyback at 47 minutes in as a 6-slotted Morphling.
Yeah, you can't afford.
I mean, play safe right now.
If you're playing 4 Protect 1, which they essentially are, since Prophet is not really the second DPS core just yet, you have to save for buyback
right now. Yeah, he's safe for the next minute without the Doom up, but that's gonna go by pretty quickly.
Yeah. He has to be careful. Like, if they make one huge misplay and maybe dies without buyback, it's Newbee can get one lane. I mean, they can't get everything because the tier 2s are still standing on CDEC's side, so I suppose maybe he can afford to. He has a lot of breathing room overall, but going high ground against Ember Spirit at this point is so annoying.
I feel like trying to go high ground without a buyback just seems kind of silly right now. I guess, well, there's no Doom's coming back up really soon. Like, Doom may as well be back up for this fight.
Yeah, I mean, Ember Spirit can stall indefinitely, basically, just spamming Slider Fists.
Someone's got to engage on the CDEC side if you want to try and force the issue. They could just maybe chip at the tier 3 tower with, like, Manta Illusions and got Treants even going in. I mean, they do a good 50 damage to this tower, which is pretty negligible. Yeah,
I mean, the tower has got 500 HP, I think. CDEC, they really want to get it done right now.
I think just siege the tower with Manta Illusions may be the plan, but... What is... Oh, that's an aggressive play. Rabbit's coming to play. He can not get the BKB.
Oh god, he's gonna get doomed.
That's a dead Morphling.
No buyback.
That is not how you siege the high ground in this Newbee team. Just we'll get the TP out, but...
That was such a weird sanking play.
That was insane.
That was really a weird sanking play. I mean, the throws are real here.
And Morphling just should not have been there to begin with either. Like, he's in a position where he can just get ravaged and then doomed and then fight's lost.
Yeah, he didn't manage to get his BKB off either, so the Ravage just caught him off guard. Double Ravage is more than enough time for Doom to break his Linkins with a level death and then follow up with the Doom. Yeah. So
he's even gone back for the War Stomp now, which can give you some extra stun duration, so...
Yeah.
I like this from Banana.
I think next item... I mean, he still needs a mana item, really, before he gets a refresher, otherwise he's not going to have enough mana for double Doom.
I guess he could just, like, use, like, Fountain Regen to get it, maybe, but...
Yeah, probably, I think it's either Shivers or Aghanim Scepter, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, right, despite a big fight, at the end of the day, CDEC were in a position where they lose that fight, it kind of sucks and there's a big turnaround, but they're not going to lose anything more than a TP tower.
Yeah, it's just annoying. The 3-2 is real.
Yeah.
That's just a free BKB charge given to the enemy, that's kind of weird.
He's already down to 5 seconds, so it's actually not that big a deal, but...
Yeah, I think it would be huge if Newbee could have gotten Roshan, but it's a long respawn timer, so...
Yes. Yeah, get an Aegis on, well, Weaver or Ember Spirit. That's also cheese next time around.
Yeah, it's still throwable. It's really throwable at this point, if maybe he continues playing like this.
Out of him. He's got a second Daedalus probably coming now. Maybe goes for, what, a Battle Fury instead. We'll have to see what item he decides is best, but it's going to be Demon Edge, so we'll see another Daedalus. Coming soon.
Yeah. Maybe a 6 stacked. I mean, he can trade his E-Blade late game for another item, so I think late game maybe he goes for Butterfly himself, since Newbee don't have MKBs just yet. Neither, although Ember could, this could be an MKB from Ember Spirit.
And at this point, he's just got to respect the killing potential of that Ravage plus Doom and have buyback, and not to mention. Maybe he even takes the Aegis next. I don't know what the plan's going to be, but...
Yeah, what's he going to drop, though? What's he going to drop for instead?
I mean, maybe the E-Blade, but it's still a big decrease in his damage output.
Yeah, it's huge.
Could drop the Lincolns, potentially, and have it just nearby, but that's
I think Lincolns is way too important at this point against Doom.
Newbee are kind of the ones in a better position to maybe control Roshan, despite being down 4 Raxes.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Oh, wow, that net worth shot. That's pretty insane, actually.
How big a drop. Oh, gosh.
It's in Newbee's favor. That's kind of telling you kind of a story right now. I mean, the CDEC was stomping for the first 40 minutes, essentially, and then they just started playing weird things, doing weird stuff.
The last 5 minutes, I don't understand.
Oh, okay.
You know...
Balls of steel.
I think they're hoping they can get him an Aegis out of this, but...
But they go for a smoke instantly. He doesn't even have buy. I mean, okay, fine. He's buying all out for Divine Rapier on Ember Spirit. That's a really risky play. I mean, if they lose this fight, they lose again.
Nice, they don't catch Morphling. They can't find the Morphling in this fight. They kill just the Ancient Apparition, and then they go into the Brewmaster. He's the one who got Doom there, and... I think CDEC look at this and say, let's cut our losses.
Morphling TP top lane, he's gonna go for split push.
No, they're not gonna get a Rax off of this. They're probably not even getting a tier 2 tower off of this because of the pressure coming in. And This is the new plan from CDEC. Let's rat Dota this. You've got Prophet, you've got Morphling. Let's not teamfight into Tide Refresher, although, well, here comes a teamfight potentially. No Ravage available. No Doom available as well.
Maybe he's probably going to siege a little bit. So, he knows he's pretty safe. No Ravage, no Doom, basically means he's pretty invincible at this point. Newbee are so annoyed though, because now Roshan finally spawns, but now they're in a position actually, and Xiao is going to get caught out, as it seems.
Bit silly from him. BKB now being used by 333 and...
Oh, look at Sunshine.
He gets annihilated here. Moves, and he's so careful, he's got the Rapier. The right-click damage from Maybe is pretty formidable. And he's going to switch onto the Duke, gets another kill, and there comes the Sand King showing up with an Epicenter. Decent damage. Moon now in a lot of trouble. This is a Rapier if they can get the kill here instead. Maybe's going to be forced back. He gets fairly low, starts morphing into string.
Dire's middle tower is under
back
attack.
up.
Oh, he needs to be careful. I mean, he's probably not going to die, but still.
Lincoln's on Weaver, not going to be... Well, it's coming up in 1 second, and it will just be a TP out as Garda and Maybe. Not going to find any more out of that one, so...
That was quite close with the Ember Spirit. He nearly died. No, so...
Yes. I don't know if he hit him with the Burrow Strike. He went for a Burrow Strike and it didn't quite latch on, although Maybe didn't really want to go for the kill anyways, because he was so low on HP.
Yeah, I think what happened was they got the Orchid onto the Ember, and then he popped BKB, which at the same time then nullified the Burrow Strike from the Sand King, so... A bit of an unfortunate play, I suppose, but also good reaction time from Mu, popping BKB at just the right time, so it's really saving them. Tier 4 damage, it took quite a lot of damage. Yeah. This is so annoying.
Just to deny the Aegis and cheese from Newbee.
Correct.
If Ember Spirit could get an Aegis, that would be huge right now.
And Newbee are so annoyed. That long Roche timer really didn't work for them. Boys, there's a cheese. You might want to pick it up.
Q's going to double sentry and take the cheese.
Yeah, make space. Double sentry.
He has a gem, so why not?
Yeah, right now Brewmaster needs a slot for the AC and the Aegis, so...
Rabbit's got MKB now, so...
It's good.
There's no I guess it's the Brewmaster, but there's no Butterfly on the Morphling, but...
Not yet, but he's going Butterfly now. He just disassembled the E-Blade. He's going full right click.
I don't think he's seen the MKB yet, so this is going to be immediately countered, but...
And Agham's on Doom.
It's still good, or at least decent for a sieging, because it gives your illusions a lot of damage, although the E-Blade also gives them a lot of agility, but... Not bad.
Yeah,
CDEC, they have to be careful. I mean, Doom Aghanims... Once he has a refresher, Morphling's not going to have a fun time. Their eggs are in one basket at this point. Prophet is not doing too much DPS. He's got full utility. BKB, Orchid, Ghost Scepter, Scythe of Bias is really not a threat. In stark contrast to the Admiral Bulldog Prophets that we are used to seeing, so which go like Mjolnir, Daedalus, and with huge right-click potential. But once again, the thing is, if Newbee somehow lose a huge team fight, they lose the game, because they are 2 racks down. Tier 4 is also, 1 Tier 4 at least, took quite a lot of damage, and yeah, CDEC, let's see if they can outmaneuver.
Prioritizing buybacks enough at various stages. Like, Brewmaster hasn't had buyback for a while, Morphling does have it now, but so often in the past has not had it as well.
I actually think it's a viable play to have Morphling die to double Ravage Doom and then buyback instantly go for a fight.
That's how I thought they would get the last Rax bottom. Like, if you just have Morphling in the front line, they just have to farm his buyback. Like, when they had the Aegis, they could farm Maybe's buyback and then just get that Rax using his buyback.
Yeah.
And I think they just win the game, but now I don't think that would work. Now there's Newbee have enough items, and the Divine Rapier especially for defending the high ground, that plan is no longer anywhere near as viable.
Yeah, it's getting really dicey for CDEC. I think they need to start getting the Prophet stacked as well, and the Prophet needs to be able to be a threat. They can't just rely on the Morphling too much, because he was 6 slotted 10 minutes ago, and Butterfly getting countered. BKB is nice against double Ravage, but it's not going to save you from the Doom, so... Oh, they might actually tie.
This could be a big killy. BKB for he wants Xiao Wei. Xiao Wei does it buyback. We'll use it, replicate out of there just to be on the safe side now. Worried about that Doom. You've got 80 seconds to decide what you want to do. If you want to try and force the Rax, force out the buyback, and the buyback is available, so... CDEC may not realize this one.
Yeah. They have to force it. I mean, it's definitely the correct play. They have to force it. Maybe just going hyper-aggressive there after...
You'll see the buyback now. He's way forward in as well. Lincoln gets broken. Mansell comes out now.
Good force stuff.
Yes, that force up could have out of a potential Doom. The first Ravage not too good, only catches the name to top 2. BKB is now good. Fire strike from the tanking BKB. This is going to be a second kill to Zhao. He does get off the Ravage here. Maybe goes down though. Immediate buyback coming into play. Does he come back to fight the next Ember ultimate? Does clip a lot of these heroes. It's Tidehunter who gets low but won't die out of this. Morphling decides he's brought back, and another death here could just be his defeat. Ember Spirit's still alive as well. That Rapier's doing some serious DPS in these fights.
They were completely stacked up at this point. They saw it was a great burst strike, but then maybe waveformed him, and he just got killed by the Cleave Crit from the Ember Spirit. So too close for comfort. Like, it's so annoying still for Newbie since their lanes are always pushed in because of the profit, but maybe expanding the buyback. I think the buyback was a bit unnecessary, really, because all his team was dead at that point, so even if he buys back, he can't go back into the fight.
Yeah, he must have just felt like, okay, I've got an opening to maybe kill a few heroes there. Like, Tide almost died to the AI class, but Weaver and Ember were both like full HP and easily able to defend against the Morphling at that stage.
Second Rapier? Moo, do it. Is he gonna get it?
You've got one. Yeah.
Oh, he's going MKB, I think. He's seen the butterfly, He sees the butterfly.
Against the butterfly.
Right. It's a decent thing. I mean, most of the time you still try to want to hit him with a cleave to bypass armor, but still.
We've got no real guarantees of that, so.
And those two games that we've been casting, man. The first game we thought Newbie had it in the back. This game I really thought CDEC had it in the back, and they...
I mean, we both agree, CDEC did have this game in the bag. There was
they did. Okay, I think this is a massive throw if they lose this game. I mean, they're not out of it yet. They're still two full lanes ahead. So, gotta keep that in mind. But it's getting harder and harder. Late game Doom is a huge threat to single course. So,
Doom's still not progressing in terms of items, though. That refresher
he's still bottom 3 net worth after 59 minutes.
Oh my god! When do you see this on a Doom? Like, ever at 1 hour game and he's bottom 3? Like, oh man.
I mean, how many times he's 211? Yeah, not particularly. Those are not stats to write home about, really.
No.
A bit of a shame, but this is... I think what else can I buy? I believe he's trying to itemize correctly right now, but it's very little he can actually do. He needs the BKB, he needs Lincolns, he needs the butterfly.
I think this is the items you have to stay on. I don't know. I don't think there's any improvements to be made.
Yeah, but then you have the profit stacks. He still doesn't have any DPS items.
You want Sand to maybe get a Scythe of Vice here. Like, Sand with a Hex could do a lot. Brewmaster could get maybe another big item as well to give him some extra damage, or even something like a Shivers or...
They do see him, but he has Lincoln's BKB, so that's not going to work.
Lincoln's proc, BKB used immediately. Garda going to use his own BKB. All these BKBs are down to 5 seconds at this point, so just everyone using them.
Oh, Blink Stomp!
Nice stun from the Warstop. Banana
that's
making
important.
Up for his previous mistakes.
Yeah.
It's so annoying though. There's always split push. Like, Newbie they can't push out unless they win a fight and heroes don't have buyback.
Yeah, I see that they realize it. I think they are starting to realize they can't win any head-on fights at this point anymore.
Yep.
That's shit.
No,
okay,
never. Get one right click on. What, 30 damage or something done?
You saw that crit, 1,800. That's not fun. Maybe he's still hanging around though. Gotta be careful, man.
Oh,
Banana!
Gonna get that Warstop. BKB TP, can't break the Lincolns.
Oh, you're still...
okay.
I don't know what he's thinking, really. It's so obvious he still has Lincoln Sphere. How are you going to break Lincolns if he has BKB, so...
You know, it's spur of the moment, these things happen. I don't know why I'm defending him now when I was firing shots at him the entire game, but... That's one of these things like, just maybe something broke it already, I don't know.
It's the Hail Mary. What's he doing?
No. Well, Duke does not have his ultimate. Oh!
I mean, that's a replicate. Maybe you could jump into it and try to kill him.
Yeah?
But no, they want to...
throws the Primal Split, just using it defensively. He's going to just run away with the Storm Panda. The Earth Panda probably going to die.
Nah, they're going to leave him.
They're going to get the T2. Navy's going to go bottom lane. He's going to push fast because here comes Newbie, and they're already high ground. The split push has not really been all that effective right now. You ideally want these lanes much more pushed out than they are when this high ground siege comes.
Yeah, they have Refresher Ravage. Gotta be careful. I mean, the Ember is doing a lot. It's doing 700 damage a hit.
Base rates if you're Newbie. I think Newbie have to defend in some context.
No, but it's important for the next time it's happening.
Okay, Morphling TP's top, realizing that the retreat was there, so...
Yeah, no, they need. I mean, they're gonna have to get the tier 2 and the tier 3 anyway at some point, so might as well get it now. It's still a
has
good
to
play.
play safe because he's got no buyback for 2 minutes, so
Yeah,
that's really the big thing here.
he definitely has enough gold.
Prophet, what is that TP? BKB?
Is he gonna
TP? Too much damage.
No, not gonna be enough. Roshan once again, fairly long respawn.
Yeah, fairly long. Well, really long. Yeah. I think Newbie may go down the middle lane. They've got to worry about maybe at the top lane soon, but Ember Spirit could theoretically TP back, leave a Fire Remnant, push it out, and then just get
Prophet has no buyback.
Yeah.
His buyback is on cooldown, actually. I think Newbie are thinking of just forcing it, but maybe they don't even know he doesn't have it, so...
They can get at least a Rax out of this, I want to say. I don't think they want to go for the throne. I don't think that's going to work. But
No, they deal so much damage at this point. Look at it.
Banana's going to go for the kill maybe at top lane. Could go for a wall stomp, break the Lincolns during the wall stomp, and then doom him, but...
They're going tier 4s, they're hitting tier 4s.
Oh, misses the wall stomp. BKB TP again.
Yeah.
Smart defense on the side side. Move! Uh-oh! Gets kept alive, just barely. Ravage coming in to make sure of that one from the Tide Hunter. They've lost 2 though now, with Ancient Apparition joining Prophet on the sideline. Second Ravage going to catch up the Brewmaster. Can he get the split off in time? Yes, he can! Oh no! Now Zhao Weight's going to be on the run. He's got no way out of this one, so Morphling shows up to save the day. They have lost their mid-Raxes on the CDEC side. The kill on the Tide is not bad, because Tide does not have buyback. He's 600 gold short.
And even if you did, double Ravage is on cooldown. So I think they just go straight on mid. They have to. I mean, they have
got buyback. They're going to have buyback on the Prophet as well when Prophet's respawn. So they're going to have 7 lives effectively. Both Prophet and Morphling can TP right back into the push. So this is actually a pretty strong position for CDEC to be in. They just need to wait for these respawns.
Yeah, they need to wait. I mean, what does Rabbit have?
They need Brewmaster. Brewmaster, man, join up. Get with the program. They want
they want to get...
Roshan.
Oh, they're just gonna miss it by a few seconds, I think.
Newbie want to contest it, but that's not gonna be too easy.
Big Warstorm? Oh, Banana's gonna die.
Banana.
Wow, that crit though! Holy crap, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah. Maybe with all that armor though, he's still holding his own here. The Assault Crest Vlads from the Brewmaster will hold things out. They're not no Prophet. We've got a Hex off, but he immediately died. Moves would be a great kill. They can get him. Oh, Fire Ribbon away just in time. What a last second play coming out from the Ember Spirit. That saved his life there.
And Dota might die to the very last that arcane bot.
Run. Burrow Strike. I think he's going to just live. He needs like a few more HP.
And he dies.
Why did he burrow away?
Gem hits the ground, but Sancheng is about to die. Noob gets another kill there on the Panda, so this is getting...
It's probably going to buy back now.
Oh, Rabbit against Wayne. Oh, maybe Zed!
Morphling buy back here. What a TP from this Prophet. That was insane. Oh, Morphling's going thrown. He's TP'd on the tier 4s. Immediate response from Rabbit though.
Triple kill from Moo. Wow, this Ember Spirit is carrying so
damn. And that's a dieback from Prophet. The Ice Blast. Uh-oh, Rabbit. He's not resisting. He has got buyback, I think. They're going to the throne though. Maybe has to be dealt with. He's trying to focus it down. Can he get here in time? They need a Ravage. It's on cooldown still though. 25 seconds. Maybe it's going for waves across. He's still focusing the throne. His damage so it just isn't there.
Yes.
It's
he has no buyback.
Surely.
He has no buyback. He can go through the mid.
Prophet has no buyback as well. I think it's all over. I think Newbie have taken this game too in some impossible manner.
I think it's over too. They just go straight on mid. They can't do anything. Ember's actually TPing bot. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Q might just die one hit there. And yep, there we go. So called it.
Okay.
Called it. Moo just starts hitting. Okay, he needs to creep strike to tank the tower for him, so might as well just finish that one. BOT has been picked up by Rabbit, BOT has been picked up by Tide Hunter, they're gonna go straight for the GG. It's over.
No one's got buyback. Well, except really Brewmaster, but these heroes are not going to turn this one around. Maybe Brewmaster can stall using the Primal Split, but...
Yeah, he's not going to stall for 90 seconds. That's not possible.
Yeah. Sanking now alive as one. It looks like maybe that's what they're waiting for. They have 3 heroes here on the high ground. Here goes for Epicenter. Bring down Moo with the key. They get the Ice Blast as well. Moo will drop the Rapier. Brewmaster picked that one up through. It's the Sanking. Sanking with, well, plus 300-ish damage, but I don't think this will be enough here. They're going to keep on stalling here on the high ground. Moo's lost a lot of damage. Could buy a new Rapier perhaps. Actually buys another Crystallis here. And we'll TP back to this game.
Ravage
through Sand King looking to be a hero here. He could just straight up lose his rapier that he's just claimed though, and with the Searing Chains locking him in place, no way out. Arcane Bot will get him in. Well, they can ignore the rapier and just go for the throne here, I feel. Brewmaster's still alive, but Newbee, I think they've done a Prophet will respawn. They've got 45 seconds without Morphling, 80 without a Sand King. Glyph will be deployed, and it looks like it's all over for CDEC. A nail biter of an ending. GG will be called, and well, that completes the throw.
And we are 1 for 1. I think both games of my predictions were wrong. I thought Newbee was going to take game 1. I thought CDEC was sure is going to take game 2. And both cases I've been wrong. So it's a bit surprising even with that level of bad play coming out from the Doombringer, which I just have to say, unfortunately, Banana, you...